Hey guys, welcome to the official UdoCreatives YouTube channel where we talk about creativity and everything surrounding it. As you guys know, showcasing creativity is our main goal on this channel, and I'm excited to say that we've actually taken it a step further by releasing an app which allows people to showcase their creativity. The name of the app is UdoCreatives, and in this video we're going to walk you through the features that we've developed to make sure that everyone can reach their full creative potential. But before we start exploring the exciting features of the app, I just want to take a moment to remind you what we're about here at UdoCreatives. So here at UdoCreatives, what we want to achieve is building a community of creatives where no one has to feel alone in their journey of creativity, and everyone's being inspired and growing alongside everyone else. There's no one left behind. We want to make sure that there is a safe space for creatives, there's a safe space for like-minded creativity, and there's also a safe space for people who admire creativity as a whole. We want to make sure that people at different levels of their creative journey are comfortable with sharing their progress, sharing their creativity, and asking for help from others while also being inspired. And we also want to make sure that even the most experienced creatives also find a space where they can get inspired by other people, discover new styles, and also keep on growing in their creative journey. Now, before we get into the actual features of the app, I just want to make it clear that the app is available for download already on the Play Store and App Store. All you need to do is search UdoCreatives or check the description for the download links. Alternatively, you can also decide to use the web version, which is at www.udocreatives.com, also in the description. When you first download the app, there are two pages that come up. You have the Spotlight page and the login/sign up page. Now, sign up is not compulsory, but we do recommend you sign up if you're trying to get the full app and community experience. We already have a sign up video on our page, but I'll post the link in the description just so that everyone can have easy access to that and see how easy it is to sign up. Now, without further ado, let me walk you through our Spotlight page. Now, you might be wondering why we call this the Spotlight page. Well, it's called the Spotlight page because this is where we highlight random creatives and their work, and not to be obvious here, but add them to the spotlight. So you can have multiple posts from different people. It's not algorithm based like other social media platforms where everything is tailored. Basically, the main aim of the Spotlight section is to showcase the achievements of lesser known creatives and popular creatives alike and highlight their work, and to allow people get random bouts of inspiration from even the most unlikeliest of places, and also be able to see what styles other people are employing in their creative process, and also let people keep up with trends and new styles that they discovered. So our Spotlight page has three tabs: posts, discussions, and glances. I'm going to tell you about what each of these features mean. If you noticed, I've actually logged in because, like I said, the app is better when you've signed up and actually have a profile on there, because then you can interact with the full capabilities of UdoCreatives. So let's start with the posts. The post page is just a display of multiple people's posts, kind of like your pictures of whatever you've done. So for example, I've added a picture of my artwork, I've added a picture of my photography, I've added a picture of my design, I've added a picture of my sculpture. Whatever creativity you want to share, you just add that and it shows up as a post. Now, the page is very simple to follow. You just keep scrolling to check through people's posts, mostly finished work, and you can easily like a post. You can also bookmark a post, and you can also share a post. Pretty straightforward. You can also go to see more about the post by clicking on the post. It shows you everything about the post, so the creative that's there. You can subscribe to the creative that created the post. You can also look at what tags are in there by clicking on this hashtag. You can also see if the post is flagged as appropriate for people by looking at this, clicking on this green button right here. And then, like we said, we want to create a community where people can share and discuss and ask questions, ask about improvements, give critique, have healthy conversations. So you can also check the discussion of the post by clicking on this chat bubble looking button, right? That's right next to the heart icon. So right here, and it takes you straight to the discussion page of the post where you can just respond. So I'm just gonna say this is great, and scroll up, reply. Now this is there, right? And you can also respond straight to each person. You can also like responses, just to keep everything flowing. And like we said, we would prefer if you keep everything civil, healthy discussions always. Then that's just an overview of the post. Now a discussion, like we've mentioned multiple times in this video, we're trying to keep community, the sense of community alive. So not only can you post your finished work and display for the world to see, you can also decide to ask questions. You can also decide to have discussions. So in the discussions tab is basically like our forum tab where you can ask your community different questions. So for example, I've added something which just says welcome to UdoCreatives. These are the tags, and it's just people saying happy to be here. And I've also gone ahead to ask questions about photography because I'm trying to get into photography. So I've gone and asked, how would I get started as an amateur photographer? And as you can see, someone's responded. I can look at the entire response, and because I own the post, I can delete the response if I'm not happy with it. Like we said, keep things civil. I can also report the post. If I click on this delete icon, I can report it because I own this post. Obviously, if I did not own this post, I can't delete someone else's response. And I can respond to people's discussions or replies to my discussions. So the whole point of the discussions tab is to allow people to ask questions, to allow people to ask for advice, is to allow people to share tips. And you can say, hey, this is how I do this. How do you do it? Or, hey guys, I've noticed a lot of people are doing something this way. I suggest you do it this way. And like we said before, you can also discuss posts by clicking on this chat bubble thing. So you can go on the post itself and ask people, hey, how did you get that level of color on there? How did you get this level of detail, right? So again, we're trying to make sure everyone is able to ask questions in a civil manner. And if I see that you're at the point of your creative journey where I can learn from you, the whole point is that I should be able to ask you for advice and tips, and the expectation is that you should also be able to respectfully give advice and tips. And on the flip side, if I see that I'm at the point of the creative journey where I can give you advice, healthy criticism, emphasis on healthy, or tips, I should also be able to respectfully tell you how you can improve. In the same way, you could also decide that you don't want to get advice from one person, or you don't want to give advice to one person. You want to get the opinion of the entire community. That way you would just need to start a discussion and go from there. Now, glances are a bit different in the sense that they are not really like discussion and post and stay forever on the app. The whole point of glances is that we're trying to give creatives an avenue to show glimpses of their progress. So each glance is set up to disappear 1 week after it's posted. What we're trying to do here is, as opposed to having too much clutter on your timeline or on your post, right? You just want to show, hey guys, this is my progress. So you just put it as a glance, and then after 7 days it goes away. That way everyone is able to also still focus on your finished work while keeping up with what you're actually doing as a creative. And also, glances are not restricted to videos only. You can have a picture as a glance, and we do ask that every often, if you want to show your subscribers what you're doing, add a new glance. That's all you need to do. Your timeline stays decluttered. We only see things that are important to you on your timeline, like your finished work, but then your progress is still being portrayed to your supporters, to your subscribers. That's the whole point of glances. So in summary, the Spotlight page is heavily intended to be used as guidance tool, an inspiration tool, and a way for people to admire the works of other people that they do not even know exist. Okay, now that we've gone over the Spotlight page, I'd like to introduce you guys to the feed page. Now, the feed page and the Spotlight page are pretty similar in the sense that they have the same three tabs: the post, discussion, and the glances. But the main difference here is that the feed page is just for you, right? So the best way to explain this would be, assume you're going on an adventure in the woods, right? The Spotlight page would be everything that you discover along that journey, along that adventure. Meanwhile, the feed page would be your campsite. So only people that you want to be in that space are allowed, right? Like your friends, or in this case, people you're subscribed to. You only see posts from people that you're subscribed to. You only see discussions from people that you're subscribed to, and you also see glances from people that you're subscribed to. Now, another big difference between the feed page and the Spotlight page is that from the feed page, you can choose to add new posts. So notice this plus button right here. If I click on it, I can add a project, right? So I can easily just write the title, write the details, put any tags, add the image, and voila, I have a post. Same thing with discussions. You go to the discussion tab while you're on the feed page, click the plus button, and you can add a discussion, add the category, and you're done, right? Also, same thing with glances. You go to glances, click plus, add your glance. It can be a video, a picture, and you're done. And this is what the feed page is about. It is your corner of the woods. It is where you don't see the clutter of everyone else, but only what you want to see and the posts from the people you're subscribed to. Okay, so now that we've gone over the feed page, I'd like to take you guys to the profile page. Right, so the profile page is pretty straightforward. It just shows you your posts, your discussions, your bookmarks, people you're subscribed to, your subscribers, people that you've blocked, etc. From the profile page, you can also access your messages, right? So these are messages I have from people. You can access it from my profile page. You can also see if the profile owner has glances. So for example, the fact that I have this green glance icon there means that I have glances that you can view from my profile. So if I click on this, my glances load. And just like your feed page, you can add posts while you have the post tab open. You can add discussions while you have the discussion tab open. But right now, you can't add glances through your profile page. We plan to make this a future update, so stay tuned for that. Now, this is just my profile page. You can also look at the profile page of other people. So if I click on this, I see her profile page. As you can see, I'm subscribed to her, which is why the subscribe icon is green. I can unsubscribe and subscribe again. Right? Easy to subscribe to people. I can also view all her posts. I can view her discussions. I can view people that she's subscribed to and her subscribers. I can also direct message her from her profile page right here. Right, so like we said, we want people to have civil conversations, but then you might have cases where you need to ask people for something private, so we give opportunity for you to ask questions through direct messaging. We do ask that obviously you do not abuse this feature and be civil, because people can block you. So just to show that real quick, if I want to block someone, all I need to do is click the three buttons at the top, and there's a block button right there, and I can easily block people. So if you're not being civil, you can get blocked. So to use the same campsite analogy, the profile is the person's tent. So your profile is your tent. If you go visit another person's profile, it's like you're looking into their tent, so only their stuff is there. There's no clutter from the spotlight, and there's no clutter from your friends. This is now your own personal space. Now let's go over some other features of the app. So you can check your notifications page to see your notifications, and then you also can click on this message icon here to view all your messages, and you can chat with people as normal. Now, one more feature which I haven't mentioned before is the fact that you can search. So if you go to the spotlight icon, which is the second icon here, right, I can click on search, and I can decide to search for, let's say, photography. And then after I've typed in photography, all I need to do is click on the search icon in the search bar, and then it gives me results. So these are the posts that have photography in them. These are the discussions that have photography in them or tagged with photography, and then these are the creatives that have photography in their name, right? And like the same thing, I can decide to subscribe, share. I can also visit profiles. And there you have it, guys. I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me explain the features of the UdoCreatives app and also what we're trying to achieve as a team here. So please feel free to comment about the app in the comment section. Give us some feedback. What are we doing good? What could we improve on? What features would you like to see in the future? And obviously, constructive criticism is welcome. Please don't be too harsh with the criticism though, because we're just a team of 2 people who have built this all from the ground up. So be kind. But also, please, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel so we can reach more people on YouTube. And also, please go download the app. It's available in the App Store and Play Store, links in description. And please give it 5 stars. On the final note, we're really grateful to you guys for listening to all we've had to say and for starting this journey with us. So have a great day. We really appreciate the support, and keep creating, guys.